How you guys doing out there? Camilo Gutierrez again, back with another edition of bringing out these tips and people who have put together awesome baseball seasons. Right here we have Auston Chastain of Sacramento City College. He was the Player of the Year in their league.
Yeah, that's right.
Man,
awesome,
like that's awesome, dude. So one thing we're doing this today. We normally we do strength and conditioning programming for him. And we haven't figured out the schedule, haven't talked to the guys yet, but we're going to do a strength and conditioning program. So he actually called, and then he actually came over the same very day and says, I want to work. Let's do this today. So that fires me up. So I'm like, well, let's do a little interview and talk about what, basically kind of introduce yourself. Let us know your baseball background. Where'd you play high school, and what your goals are for this coming up season. Like the draft and stuff.
Yeah, the draft is also there for me this year. But I started out playing baseball when I was about 6 years old, and I just loved it ever since. I've always been a multi-sport athlete, and I've just always found out that baseball is the one that's really stuck out for me. And I've always been a little bit of a standout in baseball as a kid, and then going through high school. It was just really awesome because I just loved putting in the hard work, and the rewards just always showed. Even though I was never worried about the results, it was always about putting in the hard work. And as I was growing up, I was always taught to just put in a lot of hard work, and everything will work out. And it's been going good so far.
But do you actually like the process?
Yeah, I love it, man.
Out, taking
I love
fly balls, ground balls.
That's what makes you a better person, is loving the way you put in the work, and the results will come.
Sounds like you actually just you love the game.
I love
the guys that I talk to, they love the game, and then the results are usually right there.
If you do what you love, man, it's all easy from there. So I played at Rio Americano High School, and then after that I went to Sac City, and this was my last year. I'm a redshirt sophomore, and I went from not playing at all to being injured, and
what years were those in?
So
the 2 years before that? Or?
Yeah, 2 years before that.
So go ahead and give your backstory, because it's pretty tough to come back from injury and then kind of be up in the air, but to still stay motivated and still have that desire and still push yourself to not hold yourself back and say, well, I got hurt, I'm going to be way behind, or not using any excuses to why you can't just give your best effort.
Yeah. So my first year was 2014, and I came in and I didn't do too well in the fall. I wasn't that good. I've always had the tools, but coming into a collegiate level, I was struggling a lot. And then
what were you struggling with?
Hitting, man. I was just I was always good with running and my speed and the ability to catch the ball in the field. But hitting, man, seeing the ball move a lot faster, a lot more
better
spin
pitchers?
on the ball. Yeah, better pitchers. It was a lot harder, but I put in a lot of work, and then I ended up starting in the spring. So I went from having a rough fall.
So your freshman year you started?
My freshman year I started. So I had a rough fall. My first year I came in there, and the coaches saw that I was buying in to what they had me do. So, and they really liked that. So I ended up starting, and then 5 games in, I ended up breaking my thumb in an inter squat. And then so I went from, struggling in the fall to starting 5 games, and then I broke my thumb. So I had a medical red shirt. And then, I was off the whole year. I couldn't do anything because I couldn't work out. My thumb was broken, so I had to take a lot of time off. And then ended up coming back next year, 2015, fall 2015. And, I was doing really well. I came in hot. And that was after when we were working out in the summer last year. So I started out by working out in the summer of 2015 with you guys. And
that was a comeback.
Yeah, that was a comeback year. That was a rehabilitation and everything. It was awesome. And then came in there, was coming in hot, and then in the winter, I ended up cutting my hand, and I got a staph infection. I was in the hospital for 5 days.
So this is before this season?
That was before spring 2016.
Okay.
That was before last year, the spring.
Okay.
And
so you got a staph infection, and
and so
take you out, or?
It took me out for a long time. I couldn't play for about a month and a half.
So you missed?
I missed a lot of games.
A lot of
games.
In-season games?
Yes, in-season games. Yeah, so I ended up missing about half the season.
So you basically got almost 1 year was gone.
It was gone. My first year was gone, and then my second year, it was almost all the way gone, but I ended up playing a half a season.
So you played half the season after the staph infection?
After the staph infection.
How'd that season go?
Not good. I had a slow start. I was hitting the ball, but I wasn't.
So were you putting pressure on yourself to like try to produce really fast? Or
I was worrying too much about the results rather than putting in the work and then having the results coming. So that really took a big effect on my playing ability. But after that, the season was really rough, but I put in a lot of work after that because I did not like how I went about it during that time. So after that season was over, I started right away putting in a lot of work, and this year it definitely paid off.
So coming back from the staph infection and then being in the lineup or getting some playing time, what did you do right? What did you do wrong? Because I heard you say, well, if I would have approached it differently, then I would have probably finished off on a better note.
I think what it was is I think I just got a little too lazy because coming out of the hospital for 5 days, I was like, I think my season might be over, and I don't think I tried to put in as much work as I should have to rehabilitate my hand, and I just think I could have put in a little more extra work.
So now you know the difference, huh?
Yeah.
So you know the difference between putting in like maintenance work, hard work. That's where it's going to pay off. It might not pay off tomorrow or this year, but down the road, it's gonna pay off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you know the difference. So now you know what kind of effort you can give.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's also a big difference between knowing how to work hard and knowing how to work smart. Because you can work hard and then get injured by not stretching.
Yeah.
So it was more for me. It was about working smart. I mean, I've always had the hard working ability.
Yeah.
But working more intelligently. That's
more of the details.
Yeah, the small things, the little things that matter. So.
Okay, so now this season.
This season.
Player of the year.
Yeah, I got MVP.
So you did. So how did you did strength and conditioning program that summer and then that fall. So how did that help you? How did you feel like having something structured?
So
from the summer to the fall and then to the season.
So coming in from the summer, it was a blast. I've never had anything like it before. A set amount of workouts each day to day, working on your mobility, your strength. And I always thought it was about getting big, but it's not. It's about getting stronger, getting faster, getting quicker, and honestly,
and injury prevention,
flexibility.
Yes,
flexibility is a big part, and I didn't know that until I came in and started working out with you guys. And you guys have helped me a lot. It's also coming in here has put a lot of motivation in my mind because I just see all these things around here, and it's just awesome, man. I love it. It's cool. Even though I've only been here for about a year, not even that long,
about a year.
Enough, and I really want to start coming in here a lot.
Well, we are. So one thing that stood out is he came in, he made the call, and then he actually came in and then said, "Hey, let's do this," and that says a lot because it's going to take you. It's not only going to take you far in baseball, but in life, whatever you want to be successful at, you take it to that next level, man. Just taking the initiative on your career, thinking of it as a career in a long-term process. Not how good you can be this year, but what kind of player are you going to be in 5 years? What kind of player are you going to be in 10 years? So I feel like a lot of the younger baseball players are on that short-term progress.
Goals,
Like they want to be just good for this season. It's like put in this the work to be the full, the all-around player that's going to help teams win, and add tools every year to your toolbox, so that there's no way a team can deny you either a spot on the team or just that opportunity.
Yeah.
So the more ways you can offer a team to win, it's going to keep you in the game longer, but also open that door for you. So there's a lot of different ways you can get into, make it in that next level. So you're waiting on the draft.
Yeah.
Is that kind of fun? Kind of nervous?
It's kind of nerve-wracking because it's super cool. Like I've never had an experience like this before. The LA Dodgers, they gave me a call and I just signed up with their bio sheet information and everything. I was on the phone with the scout for about an hour. And
you look like a Dodger, dude.
I'll play anywhere, man. That's cool. Yeah. But yeah,
who's the scout?
Tom Kunis.
Okay, is he area scout from around here? Or?
Yeah, I think he's he coaches the NorCal travel ball team too.
Okay.
So
Did you play on their team?
Yeah, no, I didn't play on their team, but
Uh-huh.
Sac City played against their team.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I got noticed through that when we played their NorCal team.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I'm able to get selected in the 2017 MLB Draft this year, and that I could get selected, but if I do, I probably won't take it, and I'll go to school. I'll further my education, and hopefully, if everything works out, I'll be going to Cal State Fullerton.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's a great baseball school, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I love it.
Are you playing ball this summer?
No, I'm not, because I have to take a summer class.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to get my education first, and then ball comes later.
Okay,
after
so what is your off-season regimen look like?
Workout, train,
Mhm.
and then go hit. Because my hitting coach, he
Yeah.
has a facility downtown, and so I'm
Oh,
planning
working
on.
with Pete?
Yeah, big guy.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
dude. So he's helped you a lot with your hitting.
Oh, dude, that guy, I can't even express how much he's helped further my development as a player. Like
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Like he's a hard man. Like he's a hard ass.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it, but
No, you can say
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's
Just
definitely.
And usually, like young players, like if a coach is a hard ass, they're really usually just like it's pretty much black or white. You're either gonna really do it or you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
And it's like
exactly.
they're not gonna sugarcoat it, and that's only gonna make you a better player.
Yeah, you're right, because if he started out and he was just boom, like you need to do this, you need to do that, and he never really said good job. And I think he never said good job to anybody just because he knows how much they can get better.
Yeah.
So when someone says good job, you think that you've done it all.
Yeah.
So when he tells people that they need to do this all the time, constantly, not really saying good job, even though he's positive,
Yeah.
but he thinks that if you say that too much, people will get content and start relaxing. But he likes to push people. He pushed me a lot, and he motivated me a lot to do better things. And he's helped me develop into the player I am today.
So what are you working on as a hitter at the plate? So I know a lot of guys, they'll work on I got to hit the ball the other way, I got to hit the ball up the middle, I got to work on hitting off speed, or just that continual foundation of putting together a constant swing, a consistent swing where it's gonna it's gonna get the most out of your body,
Yeah.
and what you're capable of doing. So where are you at in that phase of hitting?
So these past 3 years I've been working a lot on hitting the ball the other way, driving with backspin to the opposite alley, opposite gap.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten to a point where I've had a consistent enough swing to be able to do that,
Yeah.
Whenever I need to. So right now it's just looking at getting a fastball up in the zone and taking my best swing. Whether if it's middle away, middle in. I know I have enough bat speed to get to the ball that's middle in.
Yeah.
So what I do is when I go up to the plate, I look for the ball up, elevated in the zone, and away. But I need to be able to be ready physically to be able to hit that inside pitch, knowing that I'm looking for the ball away.
Okay.
And so since I'm looking for the ball away, and if I see off speed, I'll be able to stay inside and drive the ball.
So you guys work a lot on inside half. Yeah. That's a great approach right there. I think that's one of the fundamentals of hitting. Also, it sounds like you're slowing down the process instead of fast results, because hitting is it's a high man, it's a high quality skill, dude. It is so
Takes a lot of focus.
Yeah, a lot of focus, and the dedication to put into it every day, dude, is tremendous. So are you guys hitting off the tee
All the
Are you guys
time.
in a short toss? How many swings? Is there a number of swings that you want to get a day, or how many? What is your hitting structure?
Usually off the tee, I take about 2 full buckets off the tee before I even start doing anything. But I do have training tools that I use, sledge bats. It's really good. It has a ball at the end of a steel rod, and you got to hit it square off the tee, line drives, and then I go to a heavy bat, a cage heavy bat, a 40 ounce bat, swing about 20
off
swings
the
with
tee
that.
or short
off
toss?
the tee. And then after that, I go to short toss with the heavy bat.
Okay.
So short toss with heavy bat for about a half a
So
bucket.
now, when you use the heavy bat, what do you have to emphasize?
You have to
Emphasize
getting the
because
head
I know
through there.
first thing that comes to mind is dude, watch out for that.
The drive,
Bat
right?
drive.
It's all about
So do you
driving
gotta,
through.
So So you're not rushing through your reps. Every reps is methodical.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually setting up, just like in the weight room, when you're setting up for a clean or setting up for any type of movement. It's not like see how fast I can get through. It's how can I maintain the quality.
Yeah.
So are you like
So
what is that process of you like taking time, making sure you're in the right position, making sure your mind's right? Like, so how does that process look?
After every rep, after every swing I take, I step out of the box. I go through my whole routine again.
Yeah.
So I take a deep breath, have a focal point at my bat where I'm looking at, just like I do the same thing as if I'm playing in a game.
Yeah.
So after I take every swing, I step out, go through my whole process, and step back in, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And I do that for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it takes long.
Yeah.
It takes because I do the same thing for weightlifting, and I got to set up the same way, just like competition. You know, there's workouts where I just want to get through the workout, I call them kind of touch and go workouts, just to kind of get through them. But then I know, like, if I had too many touch and go workouts, I'm not going to reap the benefits of lifting bigger weights. So I know the process of like making sure everything's the same is huge. So
Yeah,
so
it's
then
awesome.
You're turning it into.
It's got to
reaction.
be.
So you don't have to think about it anymore.
It's subconscious.
Yeah.
So you turn that conscious ability into your subconscious,
Yeah.
where you do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
It just happens. So that's what I was trying to get to, and I'm still developing that as a player.
So so goals? So you're not gonna play this summer?
No, I'm not. I was going to, but
Who are you
then
gonna play for?
Reading Colt 45s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So would you have to live up there?
Yeah, I would have to live up there with the host family.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So how's that league? What?
It's an independent, like kind of a semi-pro league type
They
thing.
play in they have Chico and Yuba City. Do they have teams? Or
Yeah,
is that part of the league or?
No, that's a brand new league that was made up last year. It's called the Golden West League, and it's full of a lot of D1 potential in that.
Oh, yeah?
Summer ball league, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But this the Reading Colt 45s, they're an independent league, so we play other teams like down in Humboldt, like the B-52s, all that stuff. So it would have been fun, it's in the armpit of California, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Well, hey, as long as you get your at bats,
Yeah.
there's somewhere to play. So really quick, top three. So what are the process? What made you the best player you can be this year? Like, what helped you the most this year?
I think what helped me the most is preparation. Preparation is definitely a top thing that has helped me the most. Sleep, eating right, having a good diet is more than you think. You need to have a good diet to be able to perform on the field. Having a good diet, stretching a lot. Stretching is flexibility in baseball is a big key part. And honestly, not worrying about results. If you worry about the results, you're not going to do well. And that's what I've learned the most about baseball, being in Sac City. The mental game, I've never learned so much about the mental game ever in my life until I went to Sac City.
So I know they teach you a lot, and then like there's some that work for you, and then there's some that don't.
Yeah.
What part of the mental game has helped you? Which ones do you go to on a daily basis, or game day basis, or practice? So which ones do you use?
I usually visualize, myself.
That's
doing,
an awesome one right there.
Yeah, visualizing is definitely a key part to being successful on and off the field. I go home every day, and as I'm driving home, I can visualize myself hitting the ball, doubles to the opposite alley every single time, and I take those reps over and over again in my head. And it's not like I'm like a robot to the system. It's like I love doing that.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good because I visualize it a lot, and then I go up there and I play, and it happens. So in pregame, we have this thing called FOM, which is called frame of mind, and we sit off the field for about 10 minutes, and everyone lays down, and you do your own thing. You do what you need to do to get your mind right before the game, and that's. I think that's the biggest thing that sets us apart from a lot of other teams.
It sets you apart, but like you can go to like AAA, AA, you can go to the minor league system, and the only difference between like a major leaguer and a guy in the minors is mindset. Like, who's gonna maintain that winning mindset day in and day out, and not take pitches off. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I hear it all the time, you know, just from sitting around some scouts, and they'll say, this guy doesn't take that many pitches off. And so you know what that means?
Yeah, oh yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Like taking a pitch off means I'm going to take a break, I'm not going to be so focused. So
also being where your feet are, you know, not worrying about the future, not worrying about what just happened if you had a bad at bat. You know, it's always about being in the now, being in the present, you know, knowing the situation. You know, you can't be worrying, if you're worrying about your last at bat when you're in the field and the ball's hit to you, you don't know where you're going to throw it, you know, so you got to know, you got to be where your feet are. That's a big point.
Awesome. So really quick, just any tips for any high school guys or the younger players, just from what you've learned so far about yourself, what you have to do, and then also like the mental game, like what things can you tell the younger players to start applying? Like what can you start applying?
You know, I think I'm going to go back to what I just said, but it's always about being where your feet are, because in high school, you know, I'd always be in the field and just worry about my next at bat, you know, and it's just like crazy. And I know a lot of young people do that, you know, they tend to get bored out there in the field and that the ball doesn't get hit to them, you know, but it's always about just being in the now. So for you high school guys and even younger, it's really about being where your feet are and not taking a pitch off. You gotta be in the present every single pitch, and I think that can set you apart. That can really set people apart.
Anything else? So be in the present moment. Just react. Do what you have to do right now.
Know the
this
situations.
moment.
Yep.
And know the situations.
And always visualize.
Visualization.
Yes.
Heck yeah, it works.
Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. That's another big one. Always take long, deep breaths. Get your mind right.
Awesome. So do you post stuff on your Instagram for your baseball stuff?
Yeah, I
baseball
do.
Tips and stuff?
Yeah.
Or do you post your swinging stuff? Hitting stuff? Or no?
No, not really. But
yeah, that's one thing that, because you know how everyone posts their workouts.
Yeah.
I'm like, if there was Instagram, I think that would take away from what being in the now.
Yeah.
I think like that's what I do. That's why I don't post a lot of my training. I'll post like where I'm at in my training. Like if someone knows like I can do like a post that like I can do a 300 clean and jerk, and they know that in order for me to do that, I gotta do like the work. So
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
have to post every day. Just like if someone's like, you know, like at the NC, you just post your stats, and they pretty much will know like, oh man, you know what you had to do every day to get
there. Yep.
Or not, you didn't work for it. You just did the best you could, and not attach yourself to like having to have certain numbers. Because you're like, it's good to see a young player with a perspective, like, because you have like so much room to grow.
Oh, I have
you know
a lot
what I mean?
more
Like
room
that
to,
should be like a motivating factor. It's like, dude, like, and not like that's just like a part of the hard work that is showing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got so much more room to like develop yourself, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like just think of when you start hitting with power. Like you could. There's so many different small portions of the game. Like dude, you haven't even tapped into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the game is so broad. Like hitting with power, hitting for average, and this is the game within the game, I guess.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Because you're putting together the process of getting better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm doing as little as possible to try to worry about the results, and that's a huge thing, because you know if you're stuck worrying about the results, you're not gonna be able to put in the work necessary to get there. And you know, it's just, I mean, I love doing this. I love coming here and working out. It's just like I don't have anything better to do, you know.
Heck yeah, dude.
So
your mind is right here getting better.
Yeah.
So first thing when you wake up, what do you think about?
Drink coffee. Get some coffee, man. I need some caffeine, and then you know I want to work out. Either go hit or go work out. I'd rather hit before I work out.
Yeah.
But,
so what do you do? I always tell the guys, like, make sure you're, like, if you're gonna work out, like, make sure you swing a bat after. Do some type of throwing so that you get your mobility back, because like your body is rubber bands, they get tight a little bit. So I always tell the guys, make sure you're like, you pick up. I don't have to do like a bunch of swings, but enough to like loosen up, and then enough throws just to loosen up, just to keep your your arm action fluid and not tight.
Yeah, exactly. So I wake up, drink my coffee, have breakfast, and I get right to work. I want to work out all the time. I love getting stronger. It's just getting stronger, flexibility, hitting and throwing off season right there.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you very much. So we'll do another interview before you leave.
Yeah.
Either Pro Ball or Fullerton. Awesome, man. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of it. Visualization, Trust in the process, put in the hard work. You put in the hard work, the results will be there. I like how, man, just do the work and the success will be there.
It'll come. It'll come.
Heck yeah. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, man.
No problem.